Hello everyone and welcome back to TCR, Trinity Competitive Racing. We are back once again for the silver class on a beautiful Tuesday night, and we are here for round 9 for the Singapore Grand Prix. I am once again your main, I am D'Angelo, and I am once again joined by fellow Golden Class driver Sir Charles, and we'll be taking you through tonight's proceedings of a very tricky circuit here in the Singapore GP. But first, Sir Charles, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing pretty good. Happy to be here in for another long night, albeit for different reasons than last week. But yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be, this race is always a challenge for all the drivers, so it should be interesting to see how they handle it.
Yeah, as you said, a very long night is in for us indeed. Not because of a different format, but just the nature of the track itself. We have 31 laps around this 3.146 mile circuit with 23 corners. A very grueling and long race lay ahead, even in the fake life as we are in the F1 game. But yeah, it's just the nature of the track, and it's going to be a very tough race and very long lap, especially for qualifying. All the qualifying laps, you got to keep your concentration for such a long lap.
Yeah, definitely. And fortunately, we are getting word that it is going to be dry for the race, so it's not going to be too terrible. But in general, this race is very mentally demanding, just because there's so many turns. It is so long. So it's the second longest lap time on the game, I believe, behind Spa, and yet we're doing 9 more laps than Spa. So it's obviously. Mistakes are punished harshly because you have the walls right there. All walls aren't as menacing as, say, Jeddah or Monaco, but there's just so many chances to make a mistake, and subsequently so many chances to make up time as well. It's just going to be more of a mental battle tonight for most of the drivers.
Yeah, you're definitely right about the mental battle on this track. I know in my practice sessions, kind of got a little too hard on the gas and spun out a couple times in my qualifying laps trying to make them faster. But yep, we are on board with Call Me CJ in the Haas car, as he is going to be the first to set a lap in this 18-minute qualifying session as he heads down towards turn 14 towards sector 3. He is a 105.8 through sector 2, not too shabby at the moment. He heads towards turn 15 and 16. 15, that kink left going into 16. Now into 17, a very tricky section of the track right here under the bridge section as he heads through 18 and 19 now and gets on the gas for 20. Got to be very careful not to spin the car in this section here, otherwise all that work you've done prior in the lap is just going to go by the wayside. But now turns 22 and 23, very quick corners. There's 6th gear and comes to the line. A 139.4 is what the drivers will be chasing at the moment.
I think that's a fairly respectable banker lap. Well, as soon as I say that, Seeger beat it by a full second, but anyway.
Yep, Seeger's his teammate. Jabbar goes with a 139.7. Who is behind him? It is a Ben Swerven.
Omega.
And Ben Swerven is behind him as he is going to come through turns 22 and 23 now. Goes through 6th gear, as most people will in qualifying. A 138.4 followed by Omega. He is coming to the line. A 140.8. And then we have Shogun, or no, that was F1 Nerd with a 139.4.
Rapahawk goes P1. He lost the points lead last week because he did not race, but by only 1 point. Seagrist, if y'all have been following along, Seagrist did get the win post stewards' decisions. He got that penalty removed last week at Abu Dhabi, which kind of was disappointing for Camden, but obviously still holds the points lead after last week, and here he comes to the line.
138.1.
Half a tenth behind Rafa.
But yeah, as you did mention, I will now go through the both championship standings, but first we will start with the drivers. As you said before, Camden Luca is in the lead with 127 points, followed by Rafa with 126. Blend Machine not far in 3rd with 83. Ben Swerven in 4th with 54. Seegers tied with Formula Jonah or Broom Handle with 52. F1 Nerd follows them with 43. Speedy Gunner, who has a race ban for too many penalty points tonight, with 41. Bags with 37, Jabbar with 35, and then Nando with 32. And then don't forget Raiden Shogun had a bad race last week and had an incident. He has 28 as in the point standings. But yeah, we go to all the top two. Blend's not far behind, but Camden Luke and Rafa Hulk seem to be kind of running away with this championship at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to be come down between those two. I will say, Rafa, I mean, obviously didn't get any points last week, which doubly hurt him because it was sprint week, so there's even more points on hand as Nando completely blows through the hair from there. But Rafa's looked pretty much, you know, unflappable this season. I mean, even when he hasn't had the raw pace to win, he always ends up on the podium, it seems like. So I'd say he's still the favorite to win, but Camden certainly has the ability to rip off several wins in a row, so it'll be interesting to see how their battle shapes up. And then, of course, we have guys like Ben and Raiden and Glenn as well, who are all capable of winning races, so it'll be interesting to see how they shape into the championship battle as well.
Yeah, we do, but before I go to the constructors, we are on board with Bags, who bends it out of turn, that is turn 8, I believe. He went into neutral, which was very interesting. You really only have to take second gear through there. Very big mistake, as yeah, big mistake for Bags, as he had a purple first sector, and yes, Blend Machine up to P3, 3/10 behind the top two, but a very respectable lap. I believe we will see laps into the 127s.
37.
37, sorry.
That would be really impressive.
Just start flying. But yep, we will go through the constructor standings. The team of the Alfa Romeos of Camden, Luke, and Jabbar, 169 and are in the lead. Blend Machine and Broom Handle, or Formula Jonah, of the Red Bulls, 135 and in second. Mercedes followed them in third with 134, that is Rafa Hulk and Oreo. Aston Martin of F1 Nerd and Raiden Shogun are in fourth, 73, followed by Haas with 72, and that is Call Me CJ and Segrist. And then honorable mention in sixth, 69 points, is the Ferrari team of Omega and Speedy Gunner. Alfa Romeo, Red Bull, and Mercedes looks like the top three teams to be battling for the constructors. Alfa Romeo does have that about 34-point lead, so what do you think of the other two, the Red Bull and the Mercedes, chances of the constructors?
Well, I mean, in order for, both of them are going to need their number 2 drivers to step up, and Glenn needs to be a bit more consistent for Red Bull. Oreo needs to start scoring points from Mercedes. And honestly, I think Chibar is he's had a lot of bad luck. I think he'll start scoring points for Alfa Romeo. So it's going to be very difficult for the other two teams to really, like I said, make inroads, because I don't see, Camden Luca, like I said, I know I said Rafa for a championship probably, but I don't see him, just suddenly blowing up down the stretch either. So I think it's going to go pretty close to right to the wire, but I think, the constructors think Alfa Romeo, I think they're pretty comfortable where they're at right now.
Yeah, speaking of the Alfa Romeo, we are on board with driver number 2, Chabar, as he makes his way onto the straightaway after turn 5. He heads towards turn 6 and 7. 6 is this little right-hand kink, and we're going to look at his first sector split. He has a purple first sector, 3/10 up on his previous time, as he now heads towards the tricky section of turns 8 and 9. Got to get really slow in the second gear through that corner right there. It gets a lot of wheel spin coming out of 8, sorry. 9 looked pretty good, but now we have what used to be the Singapore Sling. It is now 10, 11, and 12, and yep, CJ has retired.
It's really easy to spin. There's his car.
Yep.
Left of it anyway. Really easy to spin through here. Easy for the car to get right. That's what I find probably the trickiest part of the track is, for me at least.
But yep, now Chabar, sorry, not Camden, goes through turns 14, 6/10 up through sector 2. Looking like a pretty decent improvement here for this.
Interesting note here, the track, they're cutting out the stadium section here for the next Singapore GP. It'll go straight on to the turn, whatever it is. So could be the last time we see the stadium section, of the renovating the stadium there. So
we won't see it till next game probably. But Chabar coming through turns 22 and 23. Oh
he
no!
missed it.
Still going to be an improvement, but
he threw away 4
potential top 5 lap there.
Oh yeah, yeah, I agree with that. He's going to be kicking himself.
Yep,
Put
he
all
still
the
has
pressure
time.
on the final. Yeah, but putting all the pressure on the final lap.
Segrist, first driver into the 137s.
Camden's on a lap.
Yep, he just
So
comes
Rafa
out of.
Hulk, I believe.
Yep, he just comes out of turn 9. But yeah, Rafa's also on a lap. We'll be on board with Rafa Hulk first, and then we'll go back to Camden. Rafa through turn 14, purple second sector.
We had 2 spins through the bridge section there with the hairpin.
Yeah, that bridge section, it's a little bumpy and that can send the car. So just be ready for that in the race as well.
Thankfully, ghosting is on, so there should be minimal incidents. That was originally planned at the beginning of the season because
streets are
you
good.
can imagine. Yeah, one car gets sideways. Go ahead.
Yep, but Rafa coming to the line now, goes from 5th to 6th. Comes to the line, 137.8, about 600ths faster than Segrist, and we are now on board with Camden Lucas coming to the same corner, and he's in.
And he made a couple mistakes I noticed, and probably realized he wasn't going to.
On a lap then?
It's not Sir Vapor is on a lap.
Yep.
He just started a lap though, so.
I don't think anyone else is on a lap that's close to the line. Nope, Omega's in. Jabar's coming in. Lynn is in the pit. Formula Jonah looks like he's on a lap. Purple second sector from Formula Jonah. That's the number 2 Red Bull driver coming through turns. I can't speak today.
Into the stadium section. Don't worry about all the numbers.
Yeah, stadium section. It'll be a lot easier when they get rid of this thing, and a lot faster.
Yeah.
I think drivers in real life and in the game will be very happy. Also, out of deploy before. Oh, and he spins it.
That was looking like a pretty solid lap for him too. Obviously, it's kind of hard to tell when you're a few seconds away from the line, but.
Yeah, but also his deploy was out before he came even close to that section, so. I wonder why he ran out of. But we're on board with Not Sir Vapor once again.
Not Sir Vapor had a podium last season in this race, but had it taken away because he crossed the pit entry line right here. This pit entry is very tricky, and he crossed over this entry line. He came back on kind of dangerously, and got a penalty, actually. Camden Lucas a podium. So that's another thing to keep an eye on, pit entry here, especially if you have green flag pit stops. Pit entry could be very tricky, and drivers, obviously you don't want to cross over the line too much or potentially spin.
As Bags is on a lap. Oh, but he's making a lot of mistakes. I think Bags is going to come in here. Nope, he's going to come set a lap.
Raiden was on a lap. I think he's on his out lap, actually. Assuming he is not on a 6:30 lap, and that's going to be weird, but anyway.
No, he's definitely on a hot lap now. He just crossed the line. Yep, we'll ride on board with Raiden Shogun. Gets a little squirrely out of turn 3, but ends up sticking it very nicely, as I think that's Camden Luca ahead of him. Nope, that is Shabar. Yep. Shabar and whoever that was, and the Williams got out of the way. Oh, but big lockup. Don't want to be doing too many of those around here.
Lockup.
Oh, tire temperatures will fire up real quick if you keep locking up like that.
Tire management's going to be key around here too. It's going to be very interesting to see how drivers manage that. Whew, came really close to that wall though. That's the fastest way to do it though.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make the walls your friends in this race. Get very close and not hit them.
Looked very smooth through that through the bridge section there and through the hairpin.
Looking like a pretty solid lap. 3/10 up on his previous time.
And if you look at the splits, that is a lot of positions.
Yeah, 3/10, probably P4, P3 maybe, depending on what his third sector looks like here. Looks pretty solid so far into the stadium section.
Under the stadium, still looking really solid.
Gotta be very careful in this section. It's very easy to spin.
In this last turn, a lot of time to gain and lose right here.
Looks pretty good coming out of it. Right with a 137.5 goes P1. That is your provisional pole with 2 minutes left remaining in the session. Hulk is just now coming out. He is going to be biting it to try to get to the line.
Camden's on the lap.
As yes. Alfa Romeo number one.
Oh, and he actually did pretty good there, but he went a little wide on the exit.
Yeah, you kind of want to after that kink right, you want to get as far outside to
Two-tenths
get
up,
in.
though.
Yeah, still two-tenths
up.
up.
At it. Still got a shot here.
But
Maybe not at Raiden.
No, Raiden, that's an anomaly right there.
Actually, he's actually ahead of Raiden's split. There is a possibility.
Ooh. Going through fourth gear, though. Not enough rotation, I feel like, through this section.
I mean, I usually leave it in fourth through here. Yeah, it looks like he was going a bit conservative there. Going to shift it down. Got very good through the final turn here.
P2.
P2, yeah. Very respectable. Oh, look how close. Only 300s off, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those turns right under the stadium there, the ones that he's a little wide on, I think that's where he lost it.
Yeah, who is the next to cross the line on a hot lap? Is it Omega? Omega spins. And he will not get another lap, as that he invalidated as well. As I think that's Nando coming up behind him. He is starting his lap.
T-Bar is coming to the line.
He's got F1 Nerd in front of him starting his hot lap.
That's not going to be conducive to a very... He does improve a little bit.
E8. Who is the next person coming to the line? It is Oreo on a lap.
Oh, Seagrass has spun, so he'll have to settle for P4, at least provisionally. It could get worse.
Oreo looks like he's going to be P4. No, Oreo just started a lap, so... Who is coming to... Jonah is done. Blinn, I think, is ahead.
Ben is in the last... Yeah, Ben is in the last sector. Did not get his split, though.
Big lockup.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see, but anyway. He's definitely giving it everything here. All the way down to second gear. You usually don't want to go down
I go down to second gear through here on certain parts. But get the best rotation. That's how you get out of corners. Oh, he's going to go wide. That would have been a very good lap.
Blinn Machine coming to the line.
Yep, the Red Bull numero uno driver. Looks pretty good. 138.0. But yeah,
pretty good
behind
lap.
him. Nando is behind him.
Rafa Hulk's now in the last sector. He is 4/10 up, I think I saw. Purple sector 2.
Oh, Nando spins to the line.
You might want to get the camera on Rafa Hulk here. This is looking
I'm
like a really
getting
good lap.
Rafa Hulk looks very steady through this sector. Rafa Hulk, the driver in second place in the standings. Well, oh no!
Oh, he lost it!
He still improves, but he lost the pole time.
That would have been pole easily.
What can his teammate Oreo... Nope, Oreo's in. What can... Nope, I think that's it.
Yeah, because Omega is done.
Yep, 215.
Oh, boy,
yep, that's
exciting.
it. See, Singapore qualifying's exciting, but the race, we'll see. Usually in the game... Oh, sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's fine. I will say, the way Codemasters does it with the tire selection, especially on this track, only having one set of medium and hards, that kind of throws strategy out the window, because I feel like it kind of dampens this race particularly, because tire wear is so high, you're not going to touch the softs at all, and you really have to wait until a good ways into the run to even switch onto the hards, because hards won't.
I feel like a lot of people are going to start on the hards, because I know in my AI practice race that I did, every single AI car, including me, started on the hards, so...
Yeah.
And the hards felt pretty good, so we'll see how the hards do. But Raiden Shogun gets their first pole in TCR, followed by Camden in P2. He'll be kicking himself, I feel like, from that lap. Rafa Hulk in P3, he'll definitely be kicking himself. but still in a good spot, the top 3, followed by Seegers in P4, Blend Machine P5, Not Survey for P6, Ben Swervin P8, Chabar Ben Swervin P7, Chabar P8, F1 Nerd P9, Nando P10, Formula Jonah P11, Call Me CJ 12, Omega 13, Oreo 14, Bags 16, Diego 6, Bags 15, Diego 16, Turkey 17, M&M's 18. I cannot talk tonight.
Alright, well, I guess race predictions.
Yeah, what are your top 3 there, Mr. Sir Charles?
I want to go with. I don't think I'm going to go any upsets. Really. I'm going to go Rafa, Camden. Oh man, Shogun if he can keep it on track. I'm going to go Rafa, Camden, and Blinn. I know it's not really stepping out on too much of a limb there, but that's what my predictions are for this race.
I think I'm gonna go Seegers. I think I'm gonna go Seegers for the back-to-back. I mean, he had a pretty decent qualifying. I feel like he's a pretty good guy on the line, so he'll probably get a pretty good start. And then I'm gonna have Rafa in P2 and Camden in P3.
Alrighty.
But it is all to play for here in round 9, the Singapore GP of the silver class in TCR. So as we have 6 seconds. Yes, the dreaded wait. The dreaded wait for the lights. Alright, here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights for the silver class GP in Singapore, and with lights out and away we go. Looks like Ryden gets a pretty good start. Rafa with a flyer off the line.
Oh, someone spun already. That's Diego.
Someone spun in the back. It's Diego as all kinds of contact.
Oh.
Nando's around. Blinn's around.
Chibar got some damage off that too as well.
Camden Luca goes into the lead heading towards turn 4. Ryden follows behind, followed by Rafa, Survey for Ben, Segrist, F1 Nerd, Omega. Omega's up a lot. F1 Nerd on Segrist. Wow, what a crazy start off the line. As yeah, there's a lot of people on the hard tires as I predicted. Camden is on the mediums though. Yeah, everybody kind of bunched up right now. Segrist and F1 Nerd having a nice battle into that corner right there.
Had a really bad start, especially with him being on the mediums. He needs track position and he needs it now.
Ooh, Omega and Bags. Bags is around and out. Safety car is going to be out. He is in a terrible spot. Yep, full-blown safety car. Wow.
Like I said, if these... I wouldn't expect anyone to come into the pits here. Like so tire
no,
war, but
definitely not.
Well, unless you need to change a wing.
Well, actually, Camden could go to the hards and come back to the mediums because they only have 1 lap.
True.
I would not be surprised if some drivers do that are on the mediums. Because knowing silver class, there will probably be at least either another full safety car or definitely a VSC. At least.
Yeah, there's going to be at least a little bit of carnage. But yeah, there was... Oh man, that was dicey. Let's see who... Like I said, I think Seeger's a big loser off that start because, like I said, the medium tires you expect to go forward. Let's take a look at position changes. Yeah, Seeger's lost out big time. So did Chibar. Of course, he got involved in that incident. Really not his fault.
Yeah. Biggest winner, though, Omega with 5.
Yep.
Yeah, Blinn is definitely the biggest loser.
Chibar must have somehow avoided damage there. Turkey Whacker also, what, 5?
I'm trying to get... Yeah, it looks like Chibar has no damage, but then again, we've had this thing before, too, where you don't see the damage.
Yeah, well, I think if he would have even suspected the damage, he probably would have come into the pits, because he's, I mean...
It's a downforce, very heavy downforce circuit.
Yeah. The wing setup's pretty easy here. You pretty much put max wings. You might have a couple guys going down a couple notches here or there, but... You know,
probably for the straights go like 50, 48 or something. But yeah, I know I run 50-50 because I like corner speed on this track better than straight line.
I'll run 50-50 just because I like not spinning.
That is also true. That does help.
I need all the help. I need all the help I can get.
Oh yeah. Everyone does in TCR. right now anyway, the way all three classes have been chaos all season.
Hey, I'm just saying, Golden Class, we only have, what, 12, 13 tickets? Knock on wood here.
Oh, for the whole season? Yeah, it hasn't been too terrible. Yeah, as there are your predicted race strategies. Camden on the mediums. Yeah, Camden on the mediums. I really would have thought the top, like, 6 would have started on hards. But, nope, Camden
Well, I mean, that's the thing.
and
If
Ben.
you get a safety car, like, let's say lap 10 or something.
You could take the hards all the way to the end,
yeah,
basically.
And then you're set. You know, which you can say the same thing about, you just also, the other way around, but it's kind of...
Yeah, but you think you get a safety car if you're on the hards to that, like, lap 10 or 11. It's not a lot of tire wear, so you'll still be good for 10, 12 more laps. And then probably either another VSC or a full safety car will come out, and then your race is saved.
Yeah, and if you're behind these guys on fresh mediums, you could be in a really good spot. We're going around another lap.
Yeah, safety car will definitely be in on this lap. Also, CJ back in. I think he's coming back to the hards.
That's what I would assume he's doing.
Very interesting call.
Indeed he is.
Yep, not a terrible call, but not the greatest.
Also changing his wing, so maybe he bending on the outlap. I don't know.
Or it might have been a thing too where he didn't have it set to yes repair and it set it to auto, and it wasn't enough damage to repair it on auto.
That's oh man, I've had that happen. That is so annoying when that happens.
I have it happen all the time in career in my team and stuff, and it's annoying. But that's the way she goes. God. Just regular laps around this track are long, but safety car laps.
Mm-hmm.
Man. At least it is not raining.
Yeah, well.
If it was raining, even without Speedy, we'd probably have 16 Fs already.
That'd make for a very, very long.
It's already going to be long.
There's no time limit here, so it's, we're going the distance.
Which honestly, Codemaster should put a time limit. It should be like stopped, like the actual race should be like stopped at 2 hours. If it goes that long.
Or I guess 1 hour and 50% race.
No, because some races last over an hour already. Maybe an hour and a half. Because I know Spa usually takes about an hour.
Not for a 50% race. That's usually
really
pretty quick. Yeah.
Well, yeah, there is only 22 laps.
It usually takes me about 45 minutes from what I can recall, at least from last.
I'd still say an hour and a half. I'd still say an hour and a half. But we are going to ride on board with Rafa Hulk in P3 as Camden. As Camden goes now on board with Rafa Hulk. Is he going to be able to get by Ryden into turn 1?
Rafa went a little wide there in the final turn.
Yeah, he's gaining. He's going to stay back. Oh, so we have... Oh, M&M's is around in the back. Very unfortunate for M&M's. He better get back to where he can... There he goes. Ryden trying to stay in. Ryden, if he can stay in within Camden's DRS on those hard tires, he's going to be in a very good spot when Camden pits. As Seagrass and F1 Nerd having a nice battle. F1 Nerd's going to go try to round the outside. F1 Nerd makes contact with Seagrass. Seagrass makes contact with F1 Nerd. F1 Nerd still ahead. Into the next corner. Ooh, still side by side. Very good racing here in this track. You don't really get to see it that often. But yep.
Still side by side.
Terrible camera angles on the broadcast cam. Seagrass blows by through the bridge. But F1 Nerd through the hairpin.
And Seagrass should have the traction. Medium tires doing their job there.
Seagrass is back up into P6. As now Not Sir Vapor is on the gearbox basically of Rappa Hulk.
Oh, turkey whacker around. He got punted by Oreo.
Oh
And
no.
Glenn into it. Glenn is in another incident.
Wow.
Oh, I don't know. See if he got any damage or not.
I was
He
not
looks
aware
clean.
of a battle happening back there. That is on me, guys.
So Turkey got it going straight again. It looks like he might be okay, so might Glenn.
Camden, look how fast lap.
Be interesting to see if any of these guys pit, because I'm not sure. You think someone had to get damage from that.
You would think.
Looks like Glenn. Yeah, looks like Glenn and both Glenn and Turkey somehow got away with that.
We're on board now with Formula Jonah, who goes a little bit wide.
Oh, and CJ. Yeah, he was the one he was behind Glenn, and they kind of piled into that mess too.
Formula Jonah now getting closer and closer to Omega for battle for P8. Not using any ERS, probably waiting for DRS, which will be enabled on lap 6. What happens when you tell me to do main 2 weeks in a row?
So we got a bit of a... So Omega's leading the Choo Choo here. About
I love the
8
Choo
down
Choo train.
to 11. So it could be an F1 Nerd Choo Choo train. I wonder if F1 Nerd has damage. He's dropped back quite a bit from
Yeah,
Seekers.
looking on the broadcast cam, it doesn't... like, you don't see the damage if it's, like, barely any in this game, which is very unfortunate.
We need, like, a real-life Haas wing, so, like, if you just touch something, it starts flapping off to the side.
Yes. Also, Not Sir Vapor just went wide through that corner. Did not stay on that, like, line, so he probably got a warning for that.
Trying to stay within DRS range there.
Yep.
Mega
Rappa might not be in DRS range when it comes to that long straightaway on Raiden. Because Raiden's not in DRS range of Camden anymore, which is...
Oh, Mega spins! Oh, and Formula Jonah hits him! And Ghosting just saved Chibar. Jonah got damage for sure.
Yep, Jonah,
Oh,
yep.
Glenn with a big corner cut there. He kind of had no place to go. Probably didn't expect Nando to be so slow. I'm sure Glenn just got a warning as well.
Rappa Hulk does have DRS, so does Sir Vapor.
It was wrong place, wrong time for Jonah there. Felt bad. Oreo just...
Blend Machine now.
Got onto the gas a little bit too much. Blend was the big winner for that because he passed like 5 cars in that whole melee.
Blend Machine
He's gonna
on
get another one
Nando.
right here.
They're gonna go inside or outside. He's gonna vie for the inside. Nando doesn't really give him any space, and Nando keeps the position for now.
Blend was nice there. He could have been a lot more aggressive.
Oh, and
Oh,
Omega
no,
spun
another spin.
again.
Yep, tires are probably on fire right now.
Yep, tires will flare up really quickly. Also, M&M's is ghosted through. He is up. He has returned.
G-Bar definitely thankful that ghosting is on right now.
Oh, did he go right through
He
the
probably
car?
had a Code Brown moment there when Omega spun.
Oh, I love Code Brown moments. Yep, there goes Omega through Eminem's car. Which Eminem is not back in the control yet.
A lot of these guys are on the edge of 1 second up front, from Rafa down to Ben swerving.
Yep,
Trying to stay in that DRS range.
Ben's trying to stay on Not Sir Vapor's DRS, which he will have DRS down the main straight. Ben with a big lockup again. That is not helping his tires elongate their life, that's for sure.
Ben seems to be doing that a lot, I've noticed. I don't know if it's just something the way he drives, or maybe just caught him at the wrong time.
Yeah, he might be braking a little later.
Nando went very wide there. So Glenn's going to be in prime position again to try and go for this. Let's see if he's not a little bit more aggressive this time around.
I believe he will be a little bit more aggressive. He's got to catch up to Jabbar. And Nando is in his way, a sitting duck basically. ERS is on. He not enough straight line speed. Nando must be running a lot of rear wing, less downforce on the rear wing than Glenn.
Yes, because Nando hasn't even used any ERS either, so that's kind of surprising.
Yeah, so Nando definitely going for the the straight line speed aspect more of this track, which is very unusual, but it seems to be working.
Say that he's losing, well, Chibar's not losing tires, but he is losing time to Chibar in front of him.
He is holding off Blinn. Yep, back up to
Rafa
P5.
Hall's already blinking, so he's already low ERS.
Yeah, he's at 10%. Vapor's at 25. Ben Swerven's at 33. Shogun's at 27. Camden's at 44, so Camden doing pretty good.
But I think we might be at the crossover point now, because Shogun's starting to inch closer to him. This Camden just made a mistake.
Yeah, the mediums can only last about 12 laps around here, so we're on lap 8 now.
Chibar's now caught F1 Nerd, who again has lost a ton of time to Seeger, so I have to imagine that
Damage
he has
somehow.
damage.
Somehow, some way.
Blinn once again on Nando, so we're going to have two battles here to keep an eye on coming down the main.
We are on board with the Chabar at the moment as they're coming towards turn 4.
Looks like he's not going to be close enough.
Chabar looks like he's buying his time, using
Blinn
some battery.
run.
Blinn gets a great run. Nando's going to give him the space. Oh, no, he doesn't!
Oh!
Nando does not give Blinn the space.
That, yeah, I think
That's
that
a
was
penalty.
on
That's a
Nando
penalty
there.
post-race.
I mean, there's no reason to squeeze a guy right there. I mean,
Well, that's Blinn's
That was
race
really-
effectively over.
needs a safety car here, and
He is the furthest point away from the pits as possible, too.
And you got to feel for him because I mean he had a chance to really win the race last week, and he just got punted from absolutely nowhere.
Yep.
Um,
Very unfortunate, but Nando will get reprimanded for that. But it's not any consolation that he lost. Blinn's probably going to lose a lot of good points here today. But back up to the front, Ben Swerven, about 8/10 behind, not Sir Vapor, and here comes Segrist now. Segrist is now catching Ben Swerven as well. The train is now getting longer. But I think Sir Vapor's really close to Rafa.
Sir Vapor will not hesitate to go for a move when he sees a chance. He is very aggressive. But
He takes if you don't if there's a gap and you don't go for it. Chabar's around.
Oh no! Time a pretty good run there.
And his mediums might be kind of shot. Might be time to go ahead and come in. But yeah, not Sir Vapor. He takes if there's a gap and you don't go for it, literally. So
Well, he's a bit more calculated than some people who may or may not be racing tonight. But anyway,
that's besides the point.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks like this battle for P3 is going to be a very good one all race long. We're only on lap 9 still. God, I hate this track.
I liked this track when it had traction control on. Now, not saying
Well, I don't hate the track. I hate the race.
It's one way to put it.
The race is just too long. But what can you do about it? FIA Big Dumb.
Oh, Rafa really messed up that turn.
Yeah, it's going to allow Sir Vapor to get really close, but they still have like no ERS, so
Yeah.
it's going to be very interesting.
Rafa did good just to keep it off the wall that time. Camden just keeping Raiden Shogun just a little bit out of DRS range. Gap's been pretty stable at 1.2 seconds for a few laps now.
Yeah, but
As soon as I say that.
It's about to get... Yep, Braden might get DR... I don't think he's going to have DR... Nope, not on this occasion. But go back to not Sir Vapor. Ben Swerven is only 5/10 behind.
And Sir Vapor's got no ERS now either.
Yep, but he's still
Segrist
gaining.
was outside of the DRS zone, but Segrist is probably just, he's got the medium tires. Him and Ben are probably just kind of chilling right here for now.
Yeah, they might be trying for an over or undercut. I'd say undercut around this track, personally. But the overcut in this game has been known to work very well. But yeah, Ben Swervin right behind Sir Vapor now and has a lot more ERS.
Behind Seagrist, it is a 14.5-second gap.
So this is the race right here.
They're running, and everyone behind them are very spread far apart.
Yeah, it's a big gap. Except Blinn and Omega.
And Blinn's not close enough to make a move here.
Not on this occasion.
Yeah, at this point, these guys are just hoping for a safety car.
Yeah, that's all they can hope for at this point. But the way these top guys are driving, it'd have to be someone towards the back to cause it.
Yeah, you don't see these guys very often making mistakes.
Ben Swervin, he's very close to Sir Vapor now. He might go for it on that long straight. That's going to give Rafa Hulk a breath of fresh air.
Sir Vapor with a big tank slapper there. He hung on to it.
I love the tank slappers.
That'll allow Rafa to breathe this lap anyway.
Yeah, Ben using some ERS. He's not using all of it.
Yeah, he probably looked back and saw Seagrist right on him. You see it. Ben's down the awkward spot where it's like he can't really save, but I don't know.
Okay, him and Seagrist are probably about to pit soon. So same thing with your leader Camden Luca, who's only 5/10 ahead of Shogun now, and Shogun's catching rapidly.
And if you're Ben Swervin and Seagrist right now, I mean, it looks like they're slightly faster than the guys in front of them. Just go ahead and pit now. Get some clean track. See if you can
get an undercut going.
Especially if you're Seagrist seems like he's the fastest of everybody. He's able to run these guys down.
Yeah, definitely out of Rafa, Sir Vapor, and Ben. Definitely. Shogun and Camden are just on another planet right now. What it seems like anyway. Yeah, Ben goes pretty deep into that corner.
Any takers here?
Any position takers of the pits.
Camden's still going.
It is only F1 Nerd 3-second time penalty. The first track limit penalty of the night.
Probably won't be the last.
Probably not. This is silver class we're talking about. Oh, as we have a back marker of M&M's up ahead. That might impede Camden a little bit. Camden goes a little bit deep.
Ghosting is on. Ghosting's on for this round, so...
Oh yeah, M&M's not in control of his car still either.
Probably for the rest of the season as well, so...
Oh, Raiden Chung going down the outside. Is he going to have traction to fight the inside? He does, but...
Camden did not give him any room there.
No space whatsoever, but good defense from Camden Luca. I think that's just...
He didn't really need to either.
No. I think that's a telltale sign that Camden needs to pit for new tires. They're getting pretty up there.
I agree. Although, I mean, to be fair, they've both been still pulling away from everyone behind them. I think it's just Raiden Shogun's got the speed right now. Omega had a bit of a half spin further back in the pack. But
yeah, I saw that to focus on this battle up here. It's for the win, man. It's only lap 12. Now I understand why Freeze didn't want to come back this week.
Yeah, he did this on purpose, didn't he?
Probably. And then Silent was like, no, I'm making Charles triple header.
Yeah, I mean, I had nothing better to do tonight. I guess I could be practicing myself. Or playing, I'd be playing something.
Chabar.
Yep, Camden, there goes Camden.
Camden is in the pits.
Does a good job to keep it within the lines there. As I mentioned, it's a very tricky pit entry.
See how fast of a stop this will be. Will he get the turn in right? We're about to find out.
I feel like they need to do a better job making it more interactive. That turn in's pretty much a gimme.
Yeah.
I don't think I've never not gotten it unless I've just been
Great
sleeping.
stop from the Alfa Romeo crew there. Camden will come out either P6 or 7. I think it's going to be P7.
Yeah, and he's got clean track too.
Yeah.
So he doesn't. He's got F1 Nerd right in front of him.
Yeah, Nando's coming up. I don't think he's going to get past. No, he's not. Okay. But, oh, Seagrist goes wide. That might be a warning. But Seagrist has gotten around Ben Swervin. as we were
Yeah,
following,
what happened
riding
there?
in
There's a
Camden.
big gap now. Again, maybe the mediums are starting to give up. So if I was those guys, I would have hit a couple laps earlier, but
Yeah, I think it's time for the medium guys to go ahead and come in. But we'll see if Ben will make a move before the pits. Might be an overtake in the pits as well, depending on stop times. Sorry.
really bringing the excitement here.
Yeah, I know. The only excitement right now is Ben swerving and Seekers. There's some stuff happening in the back, but
Not Sir Vapor is, well, I think he's just chilling. I mean, he's kind of been there for, what, 10 laps now?
yeah, I think he's waiting more than anything because they're about both the same ERS. I think Sir Vapor is probably going to try for a pit overtake in the pits when it's time.
Man,
So
these guys are still staying out.
they're in puncture territory now. I feel like
I mean, maybe they're hoping and praying for a
safety car.
I mean, that would really benefit them a lot.
That would benefit everybody in the top 5 right now, basically, because safety car. Usually the guys who go on hards first pit around lap 18 anyway, so you're gonna have.
So we do have a bit of a battle here. Chibar forming the Jonah Omega
Yeah.
way down. Jonah.
Formula Jonah. Jabbar on fresher tires and hard, so Formula Jonah's probably not going to have enough speed.
And these guys, like I said, they've all been, well, at least
Oh,
Jonah.
something happened to Ben swerving. He's down to 1.5 seconds behind.
I will say, Seagrist, again, like I said, he's been able to catch right back up to Sir Vapor and Rafa, even with old mediums. So again, I feel like he should have pitted.
Seegers is
He's
probably,
outside.
yeah, Seegers is, oh, low at a contact it looked like. Either contact or Sir Vapor just kind of spun. Seegers is going to try. No, he's not. It's a little too far back.
Which I'm watching the absolutely scintillating battle for 13th here.
Hey, we got to get what we can get on the camera, okay?
Seagrist now right on the back of Sir Vapor, though.
Yep, Seagrist is right on his gearbox. I think if you're Seagrist, if you're right on his gearbox, you got to go in now.
I mean, I would have done this several laps ago, and
He's staying out.
I don't understand this strategy from Seagrist. I mean, maybe he knows something we don't, but
Ben is also staying out.
it's going to be interesting to see how Camden does here. As Camden is now on the back of F1 Nerd, it's going to be interesting to see how, when they pit, how they come out in relation to Camden.
Camden has only like 10% ERS though.
Yeah, he probably attempted to overtake F1 Nerd and failed
F1
to
Nerd's
do so.
pulling away with, and Camden has DRS on the straight right now.
Yeah, another one of the low downforce probably just put on a
Oh, we're
stock
right on the
setup.
gearbox. Oh, there is a
Yeet.
spin.
That's
Diego, it
Diego.
won't be a VSC or safety car,
You
fortunately.
can just tell how much faster Camden is through the turns. Here are DRS, and Camden's not doing anything.
Yeah, and he's using all of his battery.
Like, that's got to be so frustrating, because he is so much faster than F1 Nerd, and this is his race. You can tell his race.
Oh, he's gonna try it.
He's gonna go for it.
Oh, that probably wasn't the best move from Camden.
I
That
mean,
probably was not the best idea.
He's got to force the issue, or else
Blends
he'll just never
around.
get past him. Yep.
Oh, and
yeah,
no
I mean,
wing too for Blinn.
Oh, and F1 Nerd just completely misses a corner again. I mean, this is ruining Camden's race right here.
Camden
I mean,
he tried to go for it in that corner, but it's a tight corner.
He's going to have to force the issue, and if F1 Nerd, he could have been nice there. They're kind of on different race strategies. You think F1 Nerd probably maybe has damage. I mean,
Seekers and Ben
certainly
still
are.
staying out, by the way.
I mean, they could probably pit now and come out in front of F1 Nerd, and just how slow F1 Nerd is right now.
Yeah, I think they definitely can, because I think the pit stop time's only like 31 seconds, maybe? Maybe like 28?
That was like 28, 27, but
I don't remember.
I can't either. I'm guessing.
Yeah, F1 Nerd's
You might have
very
been right
slow
the
in
first
corners.
time. Someone in the comments help us out.
I don't even have the comments pulled up, so I wouldn't know. Oh, Camden
No,
kind of
probably
cuts it. Camden's got to get by on this lap. If he doesn't, unless there's a safety car, his race is pretty much over. Because his tires are also overheating more because he's behind F1 Nerd as well. That dirty air.
I mean, this is one where you can virtually see the steam coming out of his helmet right now.
Yeah. Being a good boy, he's staying back. Is he going to try it again? He is. F1 Nerd gives him the room, but F1 Nerd
Yeah, that was good. That was good defense by F1 Nerdy. That definitely
gets better traction, but Camden's going to have better traction on the outside. But will F1 Nerd push the issue here and go back down the inside? No, he will not.
Yeah, he backs out. Okay.
Oh, but Camden goes a little bit wide.
I think he just avoided a warning there.
Yeah.
Now Camden really has to put his head down. See what he can do.
I think if you're Seeger...
F1 Nerd just punted him around.
Did he punt him or did he half spin?
I'm pretty sure it looked like contact to me. I can't say that for certain, but it certainly looked the way it should.
Oh, now Nando's up in this too.
It looked like he got punted. Just the way where he spun.
I wish I saw that. I was going back up towards the front.
Because he spun. He didn't spin on the exit. It was more towards middle.
The middle, yeah. It might...
And it was
Yeah, Camden. If Camden wasn't furious before, he is brimming with anger at the moment. As finally, Ben Sorvin and Seegers have finally come into the pits.
Let's see where they come out.
They're going to come out behind Nando.
Alright, so they're going to have to deal with F1. Camden's going to get around F1 Nerd, and then as soon as Seegers and Ben pull up behind him, he's going to pit. That's the way these things work, right?
Yeah, in silver, definitely. Definitely. Sector 3
right.
yellow flag, it is Turkey. Yes,
and Turkey was actually having a pretty good run there.
Yeah, he was having a pretty solid race.
Another warning. Oh! And Camden sending a little message, I think, there to F1 Nerd. Oh, and there's a little bump. That might be a penalty for Camden, but I mean... He didn't technically do anything wrong there. I don't think. I mean...
Turkey is in, by the way.
Very borderline.
Turkey, I think, crossed over the entrance, so I think that might be a penalty post-race, but if no one pushed the issue, it won't matter.
Yeah, Camden definitely riding the edge of allowable driving there, and I don't think anyone can blame him.
No, no one definitely can. Oh, blend machine, DNF, full safety car.
And Ben Swerven and Segrist are kicking themselves right now.
Yeah. Oh, he got it.
They would have stayed out just one more lap.
Yep, but this helps Shogun, Rappa, and Sir Vapor. This saves their race, basically.
Shogun will pit now.
Yeah, because now they're on the medium high. Oh, but that's Diego, but Diego is having a pretty decent race. Down in P14. Diego. I don't want to sound rude, but like he's been in P14 the whole race.
Yeah. This will allow guys. This could allow Blend back into the race. Actually, no, never mind. He's the one who brought out the safety.
He's the one who DNF'd.
I'm an idiot.
Sorry.
But yeah, the rough season for Blend continues. Like I said, he won the first race and hasn't been on the podium since. And said a lot of times, this was probably his fault. But if you look at last week, mostly been through no fault of his own, really.
Yeah, but now Shogun, Rafa, and Sir Vapor, their race. The only thing is that they're going to have a problem with is tire wear towards the end of the race, because Seegers and Ben are going to be very fast towards the end. On those hard tires.
They were far enough back that even with the pit stop, well, obviously
they're all ahead of Camden.
Yeah, that was obvious. I was doing my bad. Camden is going to be. Yeah, they got some work to do, and Camden with slightly older tires too. This is not what Camden needed.
No. Very unfortunate for Camden. He got stuck behind F1 Nerd, but that's racing.
F1 Nerd did not change front wing, so maybe he did not have wing damage.
Might just be low downforce setup.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's obviously low downforce. I think that's pretty obvious. But now he's going to be behind these guys, so if.
And on the medium tires, so he's going to have traction out of corners.
Can you imagine if it's the role reversal here with F1 Nerd trying to get around Camden?
Oh, God. Camden's going to get all the elbow. Camden's going to become Fernando Alonso at Hungary last year. literally not giving an F.
Let's see if the Discord comments are see if there's any kind words being exchanged in the Discord comments.
Jesus. Probably.
Oh, here we go. There is something.
I'm gonna go on the actual stream on YouTube and see what the comments are looking like.
Alright, nothing really to report from the same TJ just said Charles.
Yeah,
Team
B-Tom
PJ.
a little bit ago said things have gone from bad to worse for Camden. Yes, it definitely did.
Yeah.
Also, B-Tom let us know that 27 to 28 seconds is pit lane loss.
Oh, so I was right. Yay!
Yeah. And it says according to the MFD, though, in the game, it says 23 to 24 seconds, but that's BS. I agree with B-Tom.
That's never that's never right.
I agree with
B-Tom.
B-Tom. B-Tom, this game sucks.
Well, I think B-Tom has a little bit of experience of faulty game deltas. Didn't he pit for a fastest lap one time at Silverstone?
You might be right about that.
No.
You might be right about that. Do I know? Hell no. I don't keep up with this
TJ
league.
wants broadcast camera, by the way.
He wants broadcast camera.
Yeah, just give it to him for like 3 seconds.
Under safety car, be like, alright, back to onboard. Broadcast camera around it. It's the cities, it's the street circuits that the broadcast camera is dog shit.
You got a nice little. When it goes to the helicopter cam, it's nice.
Well, yeah, when it's the only good one's the helicopter cam, but all the other street circuits that's not helicopter cam, it's so bad.
Get the Monaco race director team have a Lance Stroll moment.
Oh God. I think we've gotten all the upfront action. I kind of missed some of the back, but that's because it's like all the good stuff is up in the front. Look at Oreo though. P10.
Yeah.
Having a pretty good race. Let's see how many positions he's gained.
He's
gained 4.
We're probably gonna have a whole nother lap of the safety cars. Jonah and
yeah, it's
CJ.
gonna be one more lap at least. It might be 2 because this game's.
Jonah
gay.
and CJ have decent pace. They might could. So does Omega. I mean, of course, you know. Omega. The question is,
this helps the top 3 though on those medium tires.
Yeah,
elongating the safety car where it's not as much race wear.
Definitely. Yeah. So, I don't know, have you mentioned Fanatec yet?
No, I don't even think I did it last week either.
I mean, it's just...
But yeah, go look at our Fanatec link. It helps the league if you buy shit from them. That's all I got.
Buy our merch. There's a link somewhere.
There's in the description and in the Discord. Buy that shit too. All right, I've said my 4 cuss words. I'm good.
Yeah. You might find a Seagrist one in a thrift store near you soon. So, I don't know.
That link has been there for so long, I still haven't bought anything. Because I don't want it to take like 3 years to ship over here because it's in Europe.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be like 35.
I'm just upset that they announced trophies for champions this year. Or like, I was saying that like seasons ago.
Yeah, but it would have been kind of.
And I didn't get anything. I mean, I'm just, you know.
It would have been kind of hard though without a the entrance fee though.
Well, what we need to do something with like, I don't know, like a $2. I was thinking like $2, but we needed to have like a $2 like beat up like youth soccer trophy that, you know, someone got 20 years ago.
It just gets passed around.
Yeah, we just ship it to the next champion or whatever.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea. That would have been a good idea when the league first started. Just like replace the plate on it, TCR season whatever champion.
Yeah. And at some point it just has random stuff scribbled on it.
Yeah. It's like if platinum. It's like if you're battling someone that you don't like and you won the championship before and they end up winning, you can just be as rude as possible.
Let's put it on the other side of the trophy.
Just a big middle finger.
Your mom gave me this trophy.
Yeah, it's because of how awesome I was in bed last night.
Oh well, okay. This broadcast is starting to go off the rails here.
It's Singapore, okay? It's been off the rails. But yeah, safety car is in this lap. Shogun is leading the field. Can this race end any faster?
Hey, we're 2/3 of the way through. Oh, he needs a few more.
Already 850
cars.
where I am.
Right,
and Shogun goes now. On board. Oh, he kind of can't go now because he waited so long. But Rafolk's going to get the jump here. Rafolk's going to go down the inside into turn 1 on riding Shogun. Will he get the move done? Shogun goes a little bit wide.
Sir Vapor's
Sir Vapor's going to overtake as well.
Well done. That was a good opportunistic move from Sir Vapor.
Yep.
Oh, right. Ben Swervin's around.
Oh no, Ben is around.
Didn't quite catch what happened. F1 Nerd gets past Segrist, and look who's in front of him.
Oh, this will be great if he can catch up.
He's on mediums, but he was also about a couple seconds slower lap than the front group beforehand.
Yeah.
Granted, both reverse, so.
That's Sir Vapor on the gearbox of Rafa Hulk. Formula Jonah on Oreo. Oreo going to have a look back down the inside.
Ooh, Jonah right next to the wall.
Yep, Jonah gets the move done. Very nice from the secondary Red Bull driver.
Raiden's recovered. He's right close to Sir Vapor again.
Yeah, it's not going to be really viable until DRS gets re-enabled.
Yeah, unless someone makes a mistake. F1 Nerd is gaining on Camden. Segrist is starting to fade back a little bit. Nando now is getting close to Segrist as well, also on mediums.
Yeah, look at Nando. I mean, he might get a penalty post-race, but he's recovered pretty nicely. Gonna get around his ghosting teammate right there.
I have a feeling these top 3 are just going to be locked in where they're at
for
the rest of the race. It'll be interesting to see who makes a move when.
It's going to be a little bit.
And see if maybe Sir Vapor was just kind of chilling behind Rafa on the first stint.
He's already down to 48% ERS. Rafa
Shogun spins!
Oh no! Camden back into the podium.
And Segrist right on the back of F1 Nerd. F1 Nerd has not continued to gain on Camden.
As much as I hate to say it, I'm not glad that he spun, but we don't. If nothing else happens, we don't have to go to Discord.
Yeah. Now Shogun's he's got to be real careful with those tires.
Yeah, he's careful with the tires, and he's got to make a recovery here. Maybe get back into P5.
I think he'll be able to get a couple guys. He'll definitely be able to get around Nando and F1 Nerd, I feel like.
Sir Vapor, though. Sir Vapor's, he's like staying within DRS, but like no ERS on Sir Vapor. He's down to 37.
That's something that I noticed. Even last year, Sir Vapor, not the greatest at conserving energy. Like I said, he kind of burns everything at once, and even if he races the first lap the same way he races the last lap. For better or for worse. I will say, though, he has a nice helmet. Very well matches the Alpine livery.
Yes, it does. Mine just has a fish on it, and it's silver for Mercedes.
Yeah, I think I got the America helmet. Or some sort of weird thing they'll probably put on since I race for Haas. But to be honest, the standard helmets on this game are kind of a disappointment. They're definitely trying to make you buy stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, last game and the game before that, even all the way back to 2019, they're pretty good standard.
Sector 3. Oh, Oreo. Oreo is having a great race.
That promotes Turkey back into the points.
DRS has been re-enabled, by the way. Sir Vapor will have DRS on Rafa Hulk. Not using any battery, which is probably a good thing.
Raiden on Camden and Formula Jonah on Chibar are the 2 battles we're keeping an eye on.
I think Raiden on Camden. Nando.
Oh no! And Chibar is going to get DRS from the ghosted car in front of him, and Formula Jonah's not going to be happy about that. Raiden makes the move on Nando.
Yep.
Oh, we got a.
Seegers behind F1 Nerd. F1 Nerd seems to be catching Camden ever so slowly. It seems.
He catches him sometimes, but then he'll make a mistake.
Yeah. So it kind of cancels out.
And I think we're going to see Segrist. Well, now Segrist is in the same position. Segrist is in the same position that Camden was in because, Segrist still has some ERS to play with, but at the same time, can he get past F1 Nerd with straight lines?
Quick on straights. That's going to be the problem for Segrist as well. But if Segrist can get by F1 Nerd pretty quickly, it's going to spell the trouble for Camden. Diego's back around.
Diego is probably sharing your sentiments about this race right about now.
Survivor back with the DRS onto the main straight. Segrist right on the gearbox of F1 Nerd as well. Shogun with the fastest lap.
Yeah, don't look back, Segrist.
Shogun is he is hungry and ready to make a recovery.
Oh, and Segrist, oh man, that was a good job to hang on to it there. But
yeah, he still gained time too with that.
But you can just tell, it's just the downforce. Like there basically is none for.
He's gaining
F1
though.
Nerd. He's using the dumping the battery.
Gonna go down the inside into turn 5, I think.
Segrist,
no, 6.
Yeah. Segrist leaves no doubt about it.
Yep. Now he's on the hunts for Oh, he hits the wall. Segrist
hit the wall?
Yeah, he tapped it.
Yeah, F1 Nerd just followed the leader behind him, and F1 Nerd pulls over and lets Shogun by. It's team orders. Yep, team orders, and I think F1, I'm getting tongue-tied here. F1 Nerd definitely followed the leader there because he hit the wall too. I was looking right back at him.
What penalty? He has a 1 3-second penalty right now.
So that one's probably not getting overturned, although Segrist got it overturned last week, so never say never.
Yep, but if you do want to get it overturned, include your race director. If you don't include your race director for further incidents like that, the stewards will just dismiss it.
T-Bar is pulled away from Jonah, so that battle might be over, at least for the time being.
Yeah, but I'm with Surveyper and Raffahulk right now. And getting to the closing stages of this race. This is the race for the win right here.
Oh, big mistake from Camden. It's going to be really interesting to see the pace between Camden and Segrist now. Segrist on a little bit fresher, harder tires, and of course Raiden Shogun on the mediums.
It's a 4-lap difference between Segrist and Camden, but now here comes Shogun.
You gotta think Shogun's gonna make this penalty, or make this penalty. I saw Jonah's penalty pop up right when I was saying that. But I gotta make Shogun's gonna make this move pretty quickly. Although he doesn't have much ERS left, and see if Segrist deploys the battery.
Segrist's not deploying it. He's going to make it hard on Shogun, though, going down the outside, Shogun is.
Oh, a little bit of contact there. Yeah, it's all fair. It's very tight on the exit there.
Oh, lock up from Segrist.
Man, Segrist gave him the room, but that was,
Segrist didn't really give him any room.
I just feel like Shogun came from a very shallow angle there, and it was never really going to work.
Yeah, I still don't think Segrist gave him a lot of room, but it was definitely possible. Segrist kind of going a little bit wide there.
You gotta wonder if maybe Segrist has a little bit of damage
from tapping that wall.
Yeah, you just gotta look at him. Camden's pulled out a whole second on him this lap.
Yeah.
So
he might have some damage.
Camden's pace isn't the greatest considering his tires, at least compared to the top two.
Ooh, Omega.
Flag. Not Surveyper, right on the gearbox of Raffahulk.
The thing that's killing for Surveyper, though, is the so little ERS.
Surveyper has never won a TCR race. He's been on the podium quite a few times.
I'm giving Camden his broadcast, or not Camden, TJ his broadcast cam. See, now these camera angles, when they're up high, these are pretty good on certain sections.
Yeah. Alright, Shogun right behind Segrist.
Gonna go on board for this one. Yeah, Shogun has a lot of straight line speed as well.
They're not really dropping.
Gonna try the outside again. It's ahead this time, but
Oh.
they tap each other. But Shogun is ahead.
And Shogun's going to get the spot here.
Oh, and here comes F1 Nerd. F1 Nerd.
Here,
Oh
F1
my
Nerd.
God!
Split him.
What is happening?
That, and they somehow survived.
What just happened on my screen?
Wow. F1 Nerd, that was a move. And Seegers goes
Seegers,
for it and
oh no!
spins! What was
Seegers
he
is
doing?
out.
He's
That might be a full safety car again.
And
Yep.
it is.
Softs. Everyone's going to come in for softs
man.
now. Wow.
Seegers, what was Seegers doing there? That was
That
never
yeah,
gonna
that's
work.
a little too aggressive from Seegers, in my opinion.
We criticized, you know, maybe F1 Nerd, and I criticized Shogun the lap before. And yeah, you can't really
You
get
can't fit
around
3
that.
cars right there.
And you know who's suddenly back into the race, looking down the order quite a bit, is Ben swerving. Everyone's going to be on soft tires. He's going to
He
have
might
the nails
stay
in
out.
his teeth.
But yeah, another full safety car.
Everyone's
Safety car won't go into like lap 29, so no DRS.
So the question is, with that, with only having a couple laps left, is someone going to risk it and stay out?
I think
Nando's
Nando,
doing
yeah,
it.
Nando is. Nando's gonna try it.
But you got to think Nando probably has a penalty coming his way too. So it's like,
Yeah, I think Nando's just saying F it at this point.
I mean, he's putting himself in a bad spot though. I mean,
9
penalties
lap
tend to
old
multiply.
mediums against softs down the order.
And I know if you're Nando, you're probably hoping a couple guys behind you would stay out too, so you'd have a little bit of a buffer. So I mean, Nando.
I think with the race pace of Rafa Hulk and Sir Vapor, they're not gonna have any trouble getting around Nando.
The thing is, the race is going to come down to now, though, is how quickly can he get around? Because if Rafa can get around Nando quickly, and if Sir Vapor's only stuck behind him for, let's say, 2 corners, I mean, that could be the race right there.
Yeah.
And you could say that all the way down the order as well.
There's probably only going to be 2 laps left when the safety car goes in.
I agree. So it's going to take a long time for everyone to catch up. I mean, if this was... They got at least 1 more lap, so that'd be lap 28. It's going to be 3 laps at most.
Yeah, I still think, because the field is so spread out, I think you're only going to get 2 laps. I think it's going to go in on 29.
I kind of am agreeing with you there.
It's so spread out, and then you just see safety car in this lap, and you're like, bruh.
Yeah.
Gotta love the game.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how many moves Ben Swerven can make, because you know he's got pace in the top runners.
Yeah. Definitely has the pace, but he can definitely score good points, but
I don't think he's going to...
not for the
listen,
win. Not with the there's not enough time left.
We're saying this, though, but he was in the exact same position. He was actually further back last week with the restart about 5 laps ago, and he somehow got on the podium.
Yeah,
So I'm just saying...
granted there was a lot of spins in front of him too.
I mean, we got Nando here, and people are going to be desperate to get around him. I mean,
That is true.
people are just going to be
Crazier
desperate in
things
general.
have happened, okay? Especially in silver class this season. Dear God.
I'm just saying, Ben could still get us a podium. This is in the exact same... He's got Turkey in front of him, too. Like I said, it's the exact same thing as last week.
I kind of want Turkey to. I know Seafreeze doesn't want to hear this, but I want Turkey to finish in P8. I want him to overtake Jabbar.
Oh, what?
Turkey had
Why
a
would that-
career best 4th last week, so.
Yes, he did. Shout out Turkey. On for more points, hopefully. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Here today, man, there's going to be a lot happening.
The race is going to be decided on, can Nando get a great jump off the safety car entrance?
Yes.
Because if he does, there's not going to be any DRS. If there will be DRS if it goes in this lap, I think, lap 31. But I don't think it'll be enough time for it to matter.
I mean, he's going to be so much slower than the other guys. Like, it's just...
Through the
There's going to
corners,
be-
and definitely traction out of the corners too. It's going to be interesting.
There's going to be a huge Constantina effect, and there's going to be some punting, I think, around the F1 nerd Jonah territory. That is pace. Everyone's going to be trying to go single file. I'm just going to be slower than
Molasses.
one would expect. Alright, now Diego. You know what's crazy? Diego could still get points here, because I could just see a bunch of people spinning and crashing.
Yeah, with his...
Just stay in the race, just slow and steady.
His, oh wait, no, that's... With his... A lot of penalties.
Alright, so question. Safety car come in this lap?
Let's find out. It does not.
I kind of hope it does, because that means we'll get one lap with DRS.
Yeah, but if it hasn't said yet, I don't think it is.
Well, you know how these games work. It could be a very late call.
Yeah. Like right at the pit entrance.
I don't see. I think we're gonna have a green-white checkered go.
A little NASCAR overtime right now. In F1. I'm kind of for it, honestly.
Nah, we don't. NASCAR's enough gimmicks. We don't need it. We don't need any more of those seeping into. Well, of course, I say that, and we had the whole Michael Massey incident last year.
Exactly. I was just thinking the same shit. But yep, one more lap on the safety car, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll be down to 2 laps of actual racing to finish off this actually pretty exciting Singapore GP, I do have to admit.
Yeah, it got spread out a little bit there on those longer runs, especially that first stint, but...
Yeah. Once that second safety car came out. Yeah, towards when people were pitting for the tires and that second safety car was getting pretty interesting. And now it's just like, throw a wrench in everything. But what are who do you think is the top 3 now that we're at this stage in the race?
I mean, you got to think of it just the 3 behind Nando. I mean, I know Camden has had pace. I feel like Camden probably has the best pace. Camden and Shogun probably have the best pace. But you got Rafa and Sir Vapor, and I'll be honest. I mean, unless something weird happens with Nando, which is a possibility, I don't see Rafa really making any mistakes. And when we did see Rafa, I think it was at Australia, he got impatient and spun when trying to pass. I think it was Nando as well. Both him and Bland got into it. And
yeah, it could have been Nando, because Nando's first race was Japan. So yeah, it might have been Nando. But yeah, I still think Nando finishes on the podium still. I think he gets P3, but I think Rafa and Sir Vapor are going to be 1 and 2.
Slow. I mean, you got to keep in mind Nando also has the penalty, so it's like, or probably.
Well, on track, but
yes, on track, yeah. Safety car is in, which we knew that anyway, but.
Rebecca the Dirk on the Twitch chat just said, "'Tis a shame Speedy had a race ban. Mad to think what this race would have been like with him." Well, you see what it was without him. It's been chaos, so just imagine what it would have been with him. We're going to ride on board with not Sir Vapor. Nando has the green lights, waiting for the safety car to go into the pit lane.
Really slow here.
Trying to make as much space as possible, which is, again, a good thing for him that he needs to do that. Safety car should be in now.
He's
going now. It's a pretty decent jump on
that was
on those guys.
Pretty well done.
But yeah, just lack of grip on those mediums.
See if anyone's really.
No one's really changing. But look, Sir Vapor now has his ERS back.
Interesting. Sir Vapor tries to go around the outside, doesn't make nothing happening there.
Sir Vapor is still on for the win as well, because if Rafa tries to get around Nando and here we go.
Move.
Sir Vapor needs to get around Nando here. He needs to double overtake. Yep,
boom. Good send. And Nando, and yeah, now it's the whole.
Oh, Nando! That might. Oh, it's gonna be. Oh, that was. Dangerous.
And Camden probably has damage. Camden really got into the back of Nando there. The Aston Martins are now side by side.
That's going to be another penalty for Nando. Nando weaved in front of Camden a couple times just now.
And
Rafa is in the lead by 1.5 seconds now as
Camden
well.
has got to be really frustrated in this race.
I would be too.
I hope we. Oh, we got a wreck.
Oh, a
Who was that?
big wreck.
Turkey Whacker.
No, Turkey, no.
Did not see what happened there. Ben might have been involved as well. Omega up to P9. He's the big gainer of all this. I mean, and the Nando train.
Nando's probably gonna have a couple penalties waiting for him after post race.
Yeah, it looks like Rafa Hulk has
ran away,
run into the distance. The gaps.
Oh no!
And Camden just got into the back of Nando. Oh boy, Shogun
wow, that's on
third.
Camden though, because Camden's too aggressive.
I mean, Camden was I just don't think he anticipated just how slow Nando was going to be through that corner.
Yeah.
And
Camden throws away a lot of points as well. That's gonna have a lot of championship implications towards the end of the season.
Here we go, Chibar.
Can he get 1 point back though?
Chibar's on course for P4, it looks like.
Yeah, Jabbar is gonna finish P6.
We got another yellow.
Like.
That
Yeah.
is MM.
M&M is an Oreo, or no, that's Oreo. Camden's back up into P9, so he's looking for some points. He's going to finish P8 because of Omega's penalty, as it stands right now. Oh, and Oreo's out.
Oreo has crashed out.
Oreo was having such a good race, too, till his penalties. But Rafa Hulk will take...
Camden's in the wall.
Oh, no. Oh, it's fine, though. Alright, but Rafa Hulk will take advantage of all the chaos here tonight, here in Singapore. He will win another one and be another consistent finish. Rafa Hulk is your Singapore GP winner, followed by Not Sir Vapor at a very nice race. Shogun threw the win away, but recovers to the podium, followed by F1 Nerd, who will finish P5. Jabbar in P4, with Formula Jonah and F1 Nerd's penalties. Ben Swerve in P7. Omega will finish P10, P11 with penalties. Camden P8. CJ P9, Turkey Whacker P10. And that's how it will finish. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's I think we both have the share similar sentiments there.
I'm going to call Shogun.
Yeah. So
on
we can
Discord.
invite.
We'll do Shogun first.
Yeah. Now I can invite
the other two.
What is it? It's Not Sir Vapor and
Not Sir Vapor and Rappa. Yep. We'll go ahead and call Shogun.
Make sure you get the results page for the stream.
Yep, I will.
There's no weird
Right into
what is it?
I'll wait to call till we get to the showroom. Yeah, look at that race time. 60 fucking minutes. But
yeah,
Rafa Hulk is your winner here tonight. Sir Vapor P2. Shogun, nice recovery back to P3 after throwing away the win. Jabbar P4, making the best of chaos. F1 Nerd P5, Formula Jonah P6, Ben Swervin P7, Camden throwing away a podium P8, CJ P9, Turkey Whacker rounds out the top 10. Turkey Whacker has got a point.
And he'll probably get more after penalties, let's be honest.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and call Raiden.
Alright, I don't think I actually have Not Sir Vapor on the friends list.
I think I have him. Give me a second.
Let's see if I can... Surprising because I've raced with him enough.
Might be underplayed together if you don't have him as a friend.
Oh well, I want to see.
I just added him.
Okay.
Hey, Raiden.
Hello. You guys listen. Hello, are you guys there?
Yep. Well, we'll get to. I'm going to the showroom real quick, and then we'll get started with our podium interview, starting with Shogun. Game will not take 10 fucking years.
I think you've exceeded your swear limit.
I don't care. Yep. All right.
You
Shogun,
got it.
so you had a pretty good race. You made a mistake, unfortunately, and that cost you the win. But you were able to recover back to P3, get some good points. But how are you feeling? And just take us through what happened after the mistake.
First of all, I would like to congrats Rafa. I think he won the race, and yeah, made a mistake. I think it was starting from the safety car in lap, the second last safety car before the last one. I don't know, for some reason the game just hold me from accelerating, and that's really cost me because Rafa just straight up overtake me and got into contact as well with the vapor. And the mistake happened afterwards, which I kind of still frustrating at this moment right now. But yeah, it's catalyst. It started all from there, so that's the catalyst for everything. But I don't know. I was aiming for only top 4 at the moment, but I saw Nando and Camden was fighting as well, so I don't expect that I'm gonna get a podium. Actually, to be honest, with that kind of performance, I totally didn't deserve that podium. Plus, I don't know what happened as well between me and Sigris. We both, I think, had a contact as well. I'm sorry to that for Sigris, but I need to check back what really happened between the two of us. Yeah. Obviously, if this could have been a win, I obviously wanted to credit to my teammate F1 Nerd, because he's the reason why I got the lead in the first place after the pit stop. Actually, it was a perfect timing pit stop, and the moment I saw Camden was behind F1 Nerd, and he managed to stall him for a bit. When I exited my pit stop, it's already like 2 seconds, so that itself, in a way, kind of gave me the lead. But I'm so want to apologize to F1 Nerd for not getting the win. So I think we had in the silver lining is that we have a good point to recover on the board for our team. So yeah, hopefully to see in the next race.
Yeah, and Charles, do you have any questions for Shogun? I'll just relay it to him.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me, but what were you thinking when your teammate made it 3 wide when you were battling with Segrist there? Because that was probably the hairiest moment of the race, and y'all somehow made it work. And then also, too, how was it on the final restart trying to navigate Nando and that traffic?
Yeah, Charles wants to know what were you thinking when F1 Nerd made it 3 wide when you were battling with Segrist, and how was it after the final restart trying to navigate through Nando?
The 3 wide between me and, was it 3 wide? I don't know.
It was 3 wide.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that me and Sigris was side by side, so I tried to give him way. So I don't know how he going to accelerate. This is why I can't say anything. I can't comment or anything, because I need to look at the replay for my side, because I need to know what exactly transpired in that corner. Because when we talk in the middle of the heat, I might say something different, and when I calm down, obviously I'm gonna know the truth, and so on. So it was 3 wide. So I don't know. We both had a contact early on, so I'm trying to give him space, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough, or am I turning to him, or he made a contact with me. locked up or something, because that's the thing. I don't know what happened to transpire everything that we 3-1 and a few moments later he was out of the race. I can't say anything. I really need to look at the replay after the race.
All
Yeah,
right.
oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Charles.
I
Sorry.
was going to say, to be fair, I don't think there was anything, at least we were watching, there wasn't anything too egregious between you and Segrist. It was, between Segrist and your teammate that was probably where any issue might arise. But anyway, good race. Congrats on the podium.
Yep, Charles just wanted to say the racing between you and Seegers, nothing was really too egregious, and he just wanted to say good race and congratulations on the podium.
Oh, thank you, I guess. But I'm sorry for all the contacts that I did. So yeah, I try to keep it clean as well.
All right, thank you, and good race, and we'll hopefully maybe see you again in the future.
All right, see you guys in the next race.
I'd love to see it. All right, now we will move on to our P2 finisher in the Alpine, not Sir Vapor. Sir Vapor, you had a pretty solid race all throughout. You couldn't really get the straight line speed to get by Rafa Hulk, and you were pretty low ERS compared to him for the whole race. Was that something that you think you probably should improve on in the coming races, or do you just like using ERS all the time?
Well, after the first safety car, Rafa was trying to keep up to the Aston Martin, and he lost ERS pretty quickly there. He was blinking when I know I wasn't blinking, but then after the safety car, I kind of got impatient. So yeah, I guess I kind of used a little bit too much of my ERS. But the last 2 laps after the last safety car, I kind of just sent it, so I didn't really care about my ERS. But yeah.
Yeah, I know that you had to maneuver through Nando as well. Do you think that I can't remember if y'all made it looked like y'all had made a little bit of contact, but was that the main reason why you didn't get the win after the final restart, or at least had a better chance?
You know, I know Rafa's in here, but I think I would have had a good chance. I mean, I don't know what the McLaren was thinking not to pit. It's Singapore. Your tires are dead. It wasn't really smart. I didn't make contact with him. I don't know exactly. He kind of blocked me in the braking zone, so I had to swerve last second, and then he kind of stuck it in there for the next turn. So yeah, I wouldn't know for sure if I would have won, but I feel like my chances would have definitely been higher. So yeah.
Yeah, that definitely would have been higher. It would have been a very fun last 2 laps. But Sir Charles, do you have any questions for our P2 finisher here tonight?
Um, yeah, well, first of all, I just want to say congratulations to both you and Rafa Hulk. I think you two were the only drivers in the field who weren't involved in some sort of incident tonight, or didn't spin by themselves or something weird like that. So congrats on keeping it pointed straight and keeping it clean. But I guess, Sir Vapor, was there any point, like when you were sitting behind Rafa on that long run, um, that you were maybe thinking about an overtake? Because you're just sitting in his DRS range for a while. Were you thinking about an overtake, or were you just kind of trying to save your tires and wait for the right opportunity?
Well, I forget exactly what turn it was, but he kind of lost the rear, and I was really close behind. But into the braking zone, I kind of had like a frame drop, I think. I don't know exactly what it was, but I got right side by side to him. But I don't know if it was just too last second and he didn't see me. That was probably my best chance right there. So that once I sent it there and I didn't get it, I kind of just said I'm just gonna hold back, wait until he makes another mistake or something. But yeah, you can't be too eager on this track. There's no space. I mean, clearly everyone that got messed up in the race, probably some of them were impatient. So yeah, as you said, me and Rafa kept it clean the whole race, so that's why we finished 1-2. So that's what you got to do, just be patient here. But in terms of my ERS patience, I don't have that.
But yeah, good racing. Congratulations on the P2. I see a win. I see a win coming in the future, hopefully this season. But we will now move on to our P1 finisher in the Mercedes AMG, Rafa Hulk. You missed last week. Gave up the championship lead by 1 point, but you got it back with a big win here tonight. Just tell us how your race went.
Hey guys, how you doing? And like, first of all, congratulations to Sir Vapor. Awesome race, and like he said, yeah, I lost my rear, and I don't remember what turn, and I didn't see him. When I see he was on my side, and said, "Oh my God!" And I think I kind of closed a little bit the door because I didn't see him. I don't know if you had contact, and yeah, it was a great race. It's a street race. If you like lose like concentration here, you gonna screw your race. So it's like I just try keep my pace and do the cleanest I could do the race and just get in the podium. Begin when I we start, Camden jump in first place, and I was, oh my God, now I gonna hang behind Shogun. I think was him, yes. And they were like open, and so Surveypool was the entire race behind me. I was trying to keep up with their pace, but was so sleeper, and I just was like, so his pace was better than mine, him and Camden. So I just try to don't involve myself in no accident or make mistake, and just finish the race. And then with Shogun mistakes and Camden, and I was lucky enough to get the first place again.
Yeah, you definitely took advantage of all the mistakes and all the chaos that happened. Sir Charles, do you have any questions for Rafa Holker, race winner?
I I don't think so. Like I said, good race. I mean, it was pretty much a smooth, steady Eddie race from your part. Pretty much say the same thing about not Sir Vapor. I guess I'll ask the same question. Well, I guess what was kind of going through your mind on that last restart? Because obviously you got to get around Nando really quickly, but you also can't make any mistakes. So you got Sir Vapor and an entire pack ready to make a desperate move, probably right behind you.
Yeah, like my tire, and before we start the last safety car, the soft one was like 12, almost 20, and 3 laps with safety car. I knew his tire would be destroyed, special after like 14 laps, I think he did. So I just try to get close in the first and second turn, and try to pass him on the straight after the corner. I had a better traction than him, a better exit of the turn, and I just took the shot. And when I did that, Surveypool just came behind me, and has nothing Nando could do. Like his tire was just destroyed.
Hmm. Yeah. Awesome. Well, congrats to you on the win. Like I said, it's a good drive and new points leader. So, I guess how do you feel about the championship moving forward?
I feel good. Like you guys said last week, I was out, and I was watching guys, and I told Kenan, please win so we can have this like tournament, this championship even tight. And he did. It was a nice race. Congratulations. And when I'm racing, every race I'm race with him, and something happened to him. I don't know what's going on, but he's a good like racer. And I think for now, I don't know how many tracks we still have, like five, six,
It's 5.
Got 5 rounds
five.
to go.
So yep, we I think gonna be probably the last track. The championship gonna be decided.
Yeah, once again, great race. And Charles, final thoughts of the TCR Silver Class GP.
Yeah, it seems like the theme of the season. It's kind of been this way across all classes in TCR. Just keep it clean, keep it straight, and you got a good chance at a podium. And like I said, just cooler heads prevail, and I think we saw that tonight. We saw a lot of not cool heads and some very questionable overtaking attempts. Hopefully, we see it cleaned up in the future. But like I said, thankfully we still have quite a few drivers who are um, capable of putting on the show in a good way. So it'll be interesting to see how the championship shapes up moving forward.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Championship is going to be very interesting moving forward. But yeah, that has been it from me and Sir Charles. Thank you guys for tuning in on the Twitch or the YouTube, whichever you guys were watching from. Please check out the Discord in the description down below to get all the information and to join, reserve, whatever you want to do in the league. Check out our Fanatec link to help the league if you buy stuff from them. Also, our merch link is down in the description as well. Get you some TCR merch. But it is me, D'Angelo, and